Hi everyone, all you amazing F1 fans out there. I am on the ball this time and I'm getting my Formula One reading out before the weekend comes about. So this is going to be a reading for the American Grand Prix, the Grand Prix in Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, which I have been at twice and I highly recommend. It's very family friendly. The circuit is out kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we did have to do park and ride. Maybe it's gotten better, I don't know, but the second time we were there we were stuck in the middle of a hurricane came in, Hurricane Harvey. So we actually missed the qualifying. We had to watch it from the hotel because people weren't allowed at the track. And we haven't gone since, purely because we have kids now. But it is one of my favorite tracks on the circuit. The layout is incredible, and I would go back again tomorrow if I could. So anyway, we're going to get started on this reading. I'm going to do the same thing as I did for the last reading or the last Formula One reading, because it was so successful and it really, everything came about that came up in the cards. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to do one card for qualifying, one card for the race, and then I'm going to do I'm going to ask who's going to win. I'm going to ask, will Lando win? Will Oscar win? Will Max win? Or will it be someone else? So we're going to do one card, what's coming up in qualifying for the COTA Grand Prix this weekend. What's coming up for qualifying? Let's see. And what is coming up for the race? What's going to happen on race day? COTA, Austin, Texas. What's coming up for the race? So we'll do these first. Okay, so for qualifying, we have 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is all about being on the defensive, being battered, bruised. It's kind of like after a fight, or like a soldier after battle, after war, being completely bereft and bloody, and you've just been beaten down. You're still on the defensive. This is the boundaries card. You know, the way I say I usually have a card or a word for every card that comes up in the deck, and this one is boundaries. So the first thing that comes to mind for me with this card, because it's the boundaries card, it's like track limits. Are there going to be track limits issues? Are we going to have people's times constantly being deleted? We may see some people their times being deleted and not being able to set a time for qualifying. What else? I feel like because she's really battered and bruised there, I feel like we might see maybe there might be some drivers who are not well, or we might see some drivers who have hurt themselves or hurt themselves during qualifying, but they keep going. So that is my I'm trying to think, is there a number 9 driver? Can't think off the top of my head. I'll look it up. So that is my predictions for qualifying. And then we have for the race, Ace of Pentacles. So this is an ace is like, well, this is like a victory card. So there's a really new feeling about this. It feels like, I wonder, is someone going to have their first victory at COTA? Someone who's never won COTA before. Ace of Pentacles, let's see. The green and the gold really are really popping out to me. So I'm thinking about Stake F1 and Aston Martin here with the green and the gold. But I feel like it might be, we might have a winner who either hasn't won at COTA before or hasn't won a Grand Prix before. Interesting. But I think it's going to be a good race. Look at that sun. I think it's going to be a sunny one. I don't think we're going to have, like I was talking about, hurricane problems or anything like that. We have like lush green. We have the sun. We have clouds. There's a real feeling of ease and contentment and just victory and happiness in this card, and newness as well. Okay, so now we're going to do who's going to win. So we're going to pull a card for, will Lando win the American Grand Prix this weekend? Will Lando win? Will Lando Norris win the American Grand Prix this weekend? Will Oscar win the American Grand Prix this weekend? Oscar Piastri. Will he win the Grand Prix this weekend? And then we're going to do Max. Will Max win? Max Verstappen. Will he win the COTA Grand Prix this weekend? Max Verstappen. And then, will it be someone else? Will it be someone different entirely from these three drivers? Who, by the way, can all still technically win the Drivers' World Championship. But, you know, it's getting to the point where I think after this race, if Max doesn't win, I think he's done for. So will someone else win this weekend? Okay. Right. Lando. Will Lando win? Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Well, this is a yes card. We have all the abundance. We have money here. The chest of coins. Here we have the green and the gold again. Interesting. All this abundance, and yeah, Queen of Pentacles indicates a yes. She doesn't look terribly happy, but this is a yes card. And I think it's interesting that people always go on about Lando. Oh, he's so emotional. Oh, he's so fragile. Oh, his emotions get to him. But this kind of this card is not a non-emotion filled card. Like, it's not a cups card. This is a grounded, abundant card, and she looks serious. She has her game face on. So then the next one, will Oscar win? Oh, 10 of Wands. It's going to be a struggle for Oscar this weekend. I mean, like, I don't have to go into too much more detail because we can see there he might be dragging the car around. He might be having a lot of issues with the car, mechanical issues. Yeah, it's going to be an uphill struggle for Oscar this weekend. And then Max. Ooh, the Tower. Is Max going to crash out of the Grand Prix? The Tower says he might. But look, she's delighted. She knows what she's doing. That's one of the things I love about this depiction of the Tower card, is that she has destroyed this tower herself. And look at her there. She's very pleased with herself, and she knows what she's doing. She has a plan. And so even though this card, to me, says that Max isn't going to win the race, he knows what he's doing. So he has a plan. I think he has stuff going on behind the scenes. Might he be moving to Mercedes? Who knows? Might he be moving to Mercedes in 2027? Who knows? Maybe he just doesn't care if he doesn't win again with Red Bull. That's how it feels to me with this card. So anyway, that's a no. And then, will somebody else win? The Fool. So the Fool is a yes card. The Fool is like a new beginnings card. It ties in very well with the Ace of Pentacles card, where I was feeling a real like new driver feeling. So maybe, but I feel like we might not have a new winner. I'm going to have to check and see if Lando has won the American Grand Prix before, because then it might be him that the Ace of Pentacles was referring to. But this kind of tells me that we may have new drivers on the podium, young drivers on the podium. So they might not win, but they're going to be happy. They're going to be delighted with themselves. They're going to be, I feel like it will be like some of the younger drivers, the drivers who haven't been around for a long time, are going to do well. So it's a maybe, but I'm going back to this, that the direct question is, will Lando win? And I get the Queen of Pentacles. The Fool is a maybe. I feel like this is going to be maybe new people on the podium with Lando. So that's it. This is how it's looking for our top 3 drivers for this coming weekend. I feel like I want to pull another card for this question to clarify the Fool. What is the Fool referring to here? What is the Fool referring to? Can you clarify this Fool card? So to clarify the Fool card, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Hierophant, and the Emperor. So yeah, I mean, with this card, I kind of feel like maybe the second and third spots on the podium are going to be maybe new people, or people who haven't got podiums at COTA before. The Hierophant, I feel like whoever it's going to be is going to be, they're going to be pretty chill people. Pretty chill people, but also whoever these are, they're going to be maybe like old head on young shoulders, like old souls. And then the Emperor. Oh God, I just had this flash of, I remember, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember, but Donald Trump was at the track, and I remember him shaking hands with Lando Norris. And I feel like this might be referring to that. I wonder, is he going to turn up at the track? Eek. He's probably going to steal the trophy if he does. You heard it here first. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It'll be very interesting to see how these cards play out over the weekend. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any requests for other readings, let me know. But I hope you enjoy the race at the weekend. It's one of my favorites. I can't wait. It's one of my favorite tracks. And enjoy the race. Let me know what you think afterwards, after everything plays out. And I'm looking forward to doing the next Formula One tarot reading quite soon. Okay, take care for now and enjoy the race.